What's good, everybody? This is your boy Ced Banner, and this is my review of Girls Trip. So 2017 has been a terrible year for comedy. If you ask me to name a great comedy or even a good comedy that's come out this year off the top of my head, I don't think I could do it. I can't even think of one right now, honestly. And so for that reason, I was very lackadaisical about going to view this film. And honestly, the trailers, the initial trailers did not make it look like anything that would be really worth paying to check out. I went ahead and gave it a viewing today, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. The film is directed by director Malcolm D. Lee, who has a very decent resume. It's been a little hit or miss, but more hit than miss in my opinion. He's responsible for films like Best Man Holiday, Welcome Home Roscoe Jenkins with Martin Lawrence, I thought were great comedies. He's very good about making, films that are good just to kick back, get some laughs, and also have a little bit of seriousness to them, but not too much. They're never too heavy. So let's kick it off with the pros. The biggest pro here, in my opinion, is the cast. The chemistry is awesome. And in these type of films, these comedic ensembles, it's very easy for the films to feel forced. Very easy for it to feel like a situation where the actors or actresses are just there for their pay. This was not the case, and we're dealing with experienced actors and actresses here as well. Queen Latifah and Jada Pinkett Smith, of course, have dealt with each other before in the classic Set It Off. And then Regina Hall, who I've had a crush on since the first Scary movie. She does a great job. The big story here, of course, is Tiffany Haddish, who is a relative newcomer. She's had some smaller roles, but she really dominates here. And she does a great job, especially being surrounded by these powerhouses, these big names and such experience. She doesn't come off as somebody who's new or trying to fit in. She's pretty much the leader here, and I really found that to be a surprise for her to be able to carry that out in a film that is 2 hours. Another pro here is the writing. I will say with the script here, it's something that could have gotten very goofy and repetitive, and it doesn't happen here. The pacing here is so well done. I will say that it starts off a little slow and a little iffy, but once it gets going after probably the first 30 minutes, it just picks up steam. The comedy picks up, the drama actually picks up, and it's not too heavy, but it's not corny or soap opera-ish either. And I really was pleased with that. And as I said, this is a film that definitely could have easily gone on too long. And the gags and all of the comedy could have really, like I said, gotten repetitive. It didn't happen here. This is a very solid script, and it's acted out great by a cast with great chemistry, which is my last pro, the chemistry amongst these actors. Not only Queen Latifah and Regina Hall and Tiffany Haddish and Jada Pinkett Smith, but we also have some cameos that work out great. Mike Epps, for example. Mike Coulter is a supporting actor, aka Luke Cage, does a great job. His role is so well played that I often forgot it was a comedy when he was on screen. So that would be my last pro, is the chemistry. I think that's really the film's major strength and what carries it. As far as cons go, I think I actually only have one con, and that would be in that first 30 minutes of the film, the initial phase of the film that I spoke about earlier, where it was a little slow, and honestly I got a little nervous because I started thinking, okay, here we go, is this about to be a long viewing, because we're just about to see a lot of stuff we've already seen and a lot of forced comedy. So it didn't start off nearly as strongly as it finished. That would be the con. But like I said, it does pick up very nicely, very quickly. The pacing is awesome, and the story here is about so many things. You have sisterhood, being proud of who you are and living and being the person that you are. My rating for Girls Trip is, it's definitely and without a doubt the best comedy of 2017. And not only 2017, when looking at black comedies as a whole, I don't want to give it an exact ranking in my ranking yet, because I want to view it a few more times before I do that. But I can at least confidently say that it's in the top 10. It's in the top 10. This is one of those films that you'll enjoy, but you'll be able to watch it many more times in the future. You know, films like Friday and the Friday sequels and Coming to America. All these classic black comedies we have. I think we actually got one this year, and that's a surprise, being, you know, just the track record we have. Again, Tyler Perry. The track record we have, it's nice to get something this high. That's all I've got. You know, if you want to see it, you've probably already seen it at this point. But if not, and you were still kind of on the fence, my opinion, my recommendation is go ahead, see it. Nice 2 hours to spend in the theater and get plenty of huge laughs and enjoy a nice lighthearted story during this summer. So, that concludes my review of Girls Trip. Until my next review, hey.